Hi, my name is Tobias Forrest. We're here at Universal Studios for the Power Wheelchair Comparison video, and we're going to see some of the best wheelchairs out there.
When I first got a power chair was when I was 34 years ago.
I've been using a chair for about 23 years, and I'm in it probably about 14 hours a day.
I'm in my chair 15, 16 hours a day typically.
My first wheelchair was an Everest and Jennings.
I've had an Action Arrow prior to that, and the one previous to this was a Quickie 626.
This is my probably fourth power chair.
Well, I've only been in the chair for, 4.5 years. And yeah, this is my first chair.
It honestly takes me a minimum anytime I change chair, even if it's the same identical chair basically, to break into it's gonna take me 2 weeks. And so it's tough.
The wheelchair companies have a really tough job. What's right for somebody with muscular dystrophy in a powered chair may not be right for someone with cerebral palsy that's in a chair, or MS or a quad. To try to make a chair that answers all the needs is really got to be a difficult job. I just hope that they have real end users with different levels of disability doing work and helping consult on new ideas.
I mean, wheelchair manufacturers should be asking consumers what they want.
Well, even if a tram goes by, you might have a chair that's fast enough to beat it, but you may not have one that's going to fit into your home.
I work and I have long days, so I like to feel comfortable in the chair because I sit in the chair for a long time.
Some folks have been in a chair for 15, 20, 35 years. They've been in a rear-wheel drive. They're always going to be in a rear-wheel drive. They're never going to change from being in a rear-wheel drive, and they're fixed in their attitudes. And that's fine. I'm fixing my attitudes in a lot of things too. So if we're truly going to meet the demands of the consumer, then we're going to go for a rear-wheel drive as well. So we made that to fit that niche market, to fit that consumer who wants a rear-wheel drive.
Well, I like the rear-wheel drive chair myself. I mean, the mid-wheel drive chair is a great chair. It's a great turning radius and everything else. But I like the way the rear-wheel drive maneuver, especially in grass, a little bit off-road stuff like that. I definitely want independent suspension. I like the gearless, brushless. And then the other thing is the tracking control on this one's real a big feature, because when you're going down a sidewalk and you hit a driveway, you don't have to overcompensate.
I need to have a chair that's going to allow me to, one, get out of my home so that I can get out into the public and be as independent as possible. I want that chair to, one, have the comfort and the mobility and the power to get me from here to there.
Well, my ideal power wheelchair, if I was going to ask a designer to put one together for me, it would be one that would be pretty hip, sleek looking, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It wouldn't take away from me, the person. You wouldn't see more of the chair than you saw of me. But it would have function and the power that you need. But it wouldn't be too bulky and just feel too big and heavy. You didn't feel like you were sitting on a bulldozer.
For the distance that I usually travel during a day, I really need to use a power chair to get around, and so I need something that isn't going to be large and cumbersome and kind of like so that I don't feel like I'm engulfed in the chair. But I also need something that's powerful enough to get me around.
I prefer the older controllers where the joystick is out at the end of the controller, because you're able to get up to a table as close as possible. And now they've started adding all these little screens. Why, I don't know. We don't need little color screens to tell us what gear we're in. But it's adding a few more inches because now the joystick is closer to the arm of the chair. So trying to pull up to a table, it really becomes an issue.
For me, I need to make sure I have a lot of clearance under my chair, because when I'm on a movie set, there's all kinds of cables and wires and different things that you have to get over in order to get to where you need to on the set.
Yeah, I also need one where I'm short enough in the chair to get into my van.
For details about 8 of the top power wheelchairs on the market today, tune in to the Power Wheelchair Comparison web series. Transportation provided by the Braun Entervan. www.braunability.com. Brought to you by the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation and Gold Pictures. Filmed on location at Universal Studios, California.